Hi, I want to go over with you how to enter conduct and effort grades beginning in T2. You'll recall last trimester we came up with this rubric for conduct and effort. Each one has 5 separate indicators. I use this on a weekly basis, so I'm going to show you how to enter the grade for conduct and effort based on a weekly application. You'll need to make sure that you get into your grade book, that you launch the old version, and that once inside of your grade book you'll go into a class. I'm going to set this up as an assignment for last week for each of the students inside of this class. So I go over to the assignment tab, and when I'm in the assignment tab, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to enter this first portion as conduct, and then I'm going to list this as the week, and I'm going to give this the value for the week of February the 9th. These are the rubric sheets that I have in front of me. Underneath the category, because this is observable behavior, it's in the classroom, so it's classwork. The total possible points that a student can earn in either category is 15, and I need to make sure that I have my date value correct. So I have conduct for February 9th, and my due date I have as the 9th. The most important part of entering conduct and effort is to make sure you uncheck include in final grades. When I move to standards, since I'm using conduct, I'm going to go to standards and click conduct for standards, and I want to make sure that I use this assignment to calculate standard scores, so this box must stay checked, and then I hit save. Once I hit save, the assignment itself will populate. When I go to my score sheet, I can use the values that I have for these particular students, and I have that week right in front of me. I'm going to add them in and let you see as I go through each one of these rubric sheets. I'm entering in for each of these students. What I love about being able to organize our information is we're giving a synonymous platform for the student. Plus, we're making certain that we're grading this as an individual assignment itself. We're not taking a piece of one random assignment and just calculating that as conduct or effort. We have the same data configurations that we're using. I'm using one per week for each student. Oops, I have this backwards. I'm sorry. This student is 14. Let me go back. I just missed one. See, that student is 14 and this student is 15. There's where I made a mistake. So once I finish, I'm going to save. That populates all of those scores. You can see that these scores are a lighter color. That means that it's not affecting their final grade. Now I'm going to go back, because on the same sheet I have for each student weekly, I maintain a conduct and effort rubric score so that it has all of their information. So I can just go back into assignments. I'm going to add a new assignment, but this time I'm going to name it effort. And this is also the week of February the 9th. It's observable behavior for classwork, and they have a total of 15 points that they can earn. I want to make certain that I select the due date the same as the assignment name so that I know I'm using the correct rubric that I've set aside. And again, more importantly, make sure that I uncheck include in the final grades. When I move to standards, I want to make sure that I select effort for this one, because that's the rubric value that I'm working from. As I go to the score sheet, I'll have 2 grades, 2 separate grades, one for conduct, one for effort. And now I'm going to input the scores for each of these students. As I populate these, I'm going to run a standards report for you in just a second, because I want you to see how this allows us to populate our standards for conduct and effort in a very objective way, using information of observable behaviors that we calculate and then stratify across the trimester. Please recall that in order to get an accurate standard deviation, we need to make sure that we have at least 5 values in any population. So you'll need at least 5 conduct and 5 effort grades, because this is one standard and this is a different standard. So once I hit save, it will save these scores. Now I want to go to reports, and I want to show you how this will will make a benefit or be a difference for us. If I run a standards final and grade, I want to run down to T2. I'm in this class, all the fields are populated accurately the way that I need the report to run. And if you see this, you'll see how the conduct and effort are reported based on our observable behaviors. So that's how we enter a conduct and effort grade, and this is the benefit for us. It allows us to go back to, as professionals, to go back to a specific given day or time with a rubric, a graded sheet right in front of us to validate that score. So I hope that gives you a little bit of insight. I'm always happy to help anyone that needs guidance on this. We're all learning and working through this year. We have a lot of changes, and I'm grateful for your patience, your input, and most of all, your stamina. Thank you very much.